All right, so here are our notes for today. We're going to start by looking at organelles. So first, the one that has genetic information and is the control center of the cell is the nucleus. The thing that fills the whole cell, and sorry, let me draw a little picture of the nucleus. It's usually a circle, usually with a darker shaded circle in the middle. The one that supports the organelles is the cytoplasm. So that's kind of the thing, the shaded region that's not any of the smaller structures. It fills the whole cell. The thing that makes energy is the mitochondria. And it's usually kind of an oval shape with a squiggly line in it. The thing that makes proteins is the ribosome. And they usually look like small dots. The thing that controls what enters and exits the cell is the cell membrane. And that's the outer layer of the cell. Storage of water, waste, and foods might just be an empty circle. That's the vacuole. Plants support, controls what enters and exits the cell is the cell wall. And so it's usually thicker and kind of square or maybe like a hexagon. And then the thing that makes food is the chloroplast. And that's usually kind of an oval, and it might have little stacks like pancakes inside of it. And it's often green. And that's because the chloroplast is green in real life. Cell theory is something that you guys learned about in 6th grade, I believe. So cell theory, there's 3 parts. Cells make up all living things. They are the basic unit for structure, and they come from pre-existing cells. From pre-existing cells. Plant cells have a cell wall, chloroplasts. Can I fit that in there? Chloroplasts and large central vacuoles, while animal cells do not. There's 2 major types of cells, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So pro equals no. They have no nucleus. For eukaryotes, that's true, or I also say you, because all animals are eukaryotes. So for eukaryotes, that's your plants and animals. And for prokaryotes, that's like your bacteria. Plants, animals, fungi. Continuing to talk about cells, asexual reproduction occurs by, it's called binary fission. That's where you have one cell and it kind of becomes, it just splits itself into 2 identical cells. So they're genetically identical. And asexual reproduction only needs 1 organism, where sexual reproduction needs 2. So genes are found on chromosomes, which are a condensed form of DNA. And DNA is going to cause your traits. I don't know what is supposed to go in this block because it already says traits here, so traits. So here we have body systems. You should be familiar with most of these, but there's a couple a couple key ones. So, transports oxygen and nutrients through the blood. So, blood, that's going to be circulatory. Delivers oxygen to lungs and removes carbon dioxide, that's respiratory, like respiration. Provides support, that's probably skeletal. Responsible for movement, that's going to be muscular. Absorbs nutrients, removes solid waste. So this is one of the ones that kids that they like to ask about that sometimes it's hard to remember the name of. This is the excretory system. Removes water waste is the urinary system. To produce offspring through sexual reproduction, that's the reproductive system. Protects internal organs. This one is another one of those that they like to ask about. It's got a funky name. And you might also see it talks about the skin, hair, or nails. And that's the integumentary system. That's an R, A-R-Y. Integumentary system. Controls other systems is the nervous system. And then finally, hormone control. That's another one that's got kind of a hard name that they really like to ask about, and that's the endocrine system. So if you see anything about hormones, it's endocrine.